Hello, viewers. My name is Trinity, and I'm going to be teaching us on the eight most common mistakes made by singers on stage. Well, before we dive in, if you're watching this video on my YouTube channel, I want you to click on the like button and then subscribe to get notified. All right, let's move to the eight most common mistakes made by singers on stage. The first on my list is trying to sound like someone else. Now, I want you to know that it's one thing to sound like someone naturally, and it's another thing to try to sound like someone. Now, I can understand if you have someone that you always listen to, a time will come where you begin to sound like that person naturally. That is a different thing. So I'm not trying to dispute that fact. That will naturally happen. But when you're trying to sound like someone, probably you've listened to that song over a period of time and then you're singing the song on stage and you're trying to sound like the person trying to do everything that that person did on that song, then you become too overconscious and then you make mistakes, you flop. So try not to sound like someone, your mentor, your role models. Just be yourself, be natural, be you. You have your niche, you have your uniqueness. So just let it out, let it flow from the inside. So don't try to sound like someone else. It's not a good thing. Secondly, singing higher than your vocal range. Now, every singer has their vocal range. I'm talking about how high you can go and how low you can go. As a soprano singer, of course, your vocal range should be around C3 to C5. You shouldn't sing anything lower than that or higher than that. So you should know your vocal range. Now, the moment you know your vocal range, when you're on stage, do your vocal range. Don't do anything higher than that. So this implies that you should have notified the instrumentalist beforehand the key that you sing on, your the key that you're very comfortable with, so that you don't go up on stage and start straining. Have you had some musicians like that? During the rehearsals, they did it perfectly well on a very comfortable key, and then when they go up on stage, they just sing a different key, and then that's expression wasn't longer there or is no longer there. So try not to make that mistake of singing on a different vocal range. Thirdly, we have warming up on stage. Now, the stage is not a place for practice, it's not a place to exercise, it's a place for excellence. It's a place for delivery. The moment you get up on stage, what we expect is to give your best. So you don't go up on stage and warm up. No. So before going up on stage, 5 minutes before going up on stage, make sure that you warm up, you clear your voice, you do your vocal trees, you do all of those things that you know how to do. Do those things before going up on stage. Don't do that on stage. It's not professional, it's not good. The fourth one is trying to force riffs or runs without understanding them musically. Riffs and run is a technical skill that should be understood. It has to do with creativity, quite all right, but you should have learned it before going up on stage to do it. It's not something you just do by default if you have not been practicing. If you have no understanding or the mechanical know-how or the technical know-how on how to do the riffs and run. So don't go up on stage doing a riff or a run that you know nothing about. Fifth, we have not drinking enough water before going up on stage. Now, water helps to clear the voice. It helps to make your voice as clear and sound very neat without obstacles, without obstructions. Because, for some of us or for some of you who eat before going up on stage, you need to drink enough water. And even if you don't even eat before going up on stage, take enough water. Drink as many. You can take 2 cups, you can take 3 cups, you can take 5 cups. Just make sure that you've taken enough water before going up on stage. The sixth is singing more than your strength limits. Now, if you have a lifestyle of practicing all the time, you should know your strength limit. You should know for how long you can sing on stage, how long you can last on stage. Some singers can last for only 10 minutes, some can last for 15 minutes, some can last for 20 minutes, some can last for 30 minutes. And you're on stage, don't sing more than your strength limits. Your listeners will know when you are gassing out. They will know when you're already tired, because it will tell on your face, it will tell on your expression, it will tell on the notes you sing when you are already past your strength limits. So don't sing more than your strength limits when you're on stage. 7, singing a song that you are not well conversant with the lyrics. Singing a song that you're not well conversant with the lyrics. You don't go up on stage and start chewing your mouth. That is not professional, that is not excellent. So make sure that you know the song verbatim, you know it without even looking at your book, so that when you go up on stage, it just flows naturally. Don't go up on stage and start forgetting lyrics. That is not professional, that is not excellent at all. Then finally on my list, handling the microphone incorrectly. You should know how to handle your mic. When you get up on stage, the first thing you do is turn on the mic. Don't just pick up the mic and just start singing or just start speaking. No, it is not good. You pick the mic, you check where to on it, turn it on, handle the mic correctly. The mic should not be too far from you, and it shouldn't be too close to your lips, because your voice should be as clear. Then it shouldn't be like this. There's a way a speaker holds the mic, which is this way, and there's a way a singer holds the mic, which is this way. And it shouldn't, like I said, it shouldn't be too distant and it shouldn't be too close. So learn how to handle your mic. Then when you're through, when you're done singing, you off the mic and drop it gently. Don't start causing a scene or making a scene out of your ignorance on holding the mic or handling the mic. So make sure, let me go through the list again. Trying to sound like someone else, singing higher than your vocal range, warming up on stage, trying to force riffs or runs without understanding them musically, not drinking enough water before going up on stage, singing more than your strength limits, singing a song that you're not well conversant with the lyrics, and then finally, handling the mic incorrectly. Well, I hope this is helpful. If you just follow this thing step by step, you will see that whenever you go up on stage, all you do is excellence, because what you've mastered, these things has become a part and parcel of you.